Hiya, Pledge family. I have the Nigerian passport here with me. And today, I'm about to discuss a very genuine topic that many of you will definitely learn from. Today, I want to test the quality of this Nigerian passport. Do you know how strong the Nigerian passport is? Do you know how many countries you can travel with the Nigerian passport without applying for a visa? You see, I have a brother who loved Germany so much, and he always wanted to travel to Germany. And each time he goes to the embassy, he's rejected the moment he brings out his Nigerian passport. He tried several times, but he was rejected so many times. And of course, he got tired of applying. Why do so many countries reject Nigerians? Not because of who they are, but because of the passport they are carrying. First of all, let me set a disclaimer. This video is not to put Nigeria in a bad light. But regardless, the truth should be known. If you seek the truth, you can continue watching the video. But if you don't want the truth, you can pause the video and leave my page. So in the world, we have 195 countries. So how many countries can you travel with the Nigerian passport? With the American passport, you can travel to 187 countries. With the UK passport, you can travel to 190 countries. That is 190 over 195 countries. You can travel to 190 countries with the UK passport. With the Canadian passport, you can travel to 185 countries. With the South African passport, you can travel to 104 countries. Now, how many countries can you travel with the Nigerian passport? What does the passport represent? The passport represents the country you are coming from and who you are. Because even though you're a rich man, even though you're a good person, a nice person, the country's passport can still put you in a bad light and can still portray your image in a bad light. So there was a news that trended one certain time where so many Nigerians were rejected. These are Nigerians that hustle legitly, that want to travel to one of these powerful European countries, and the moment they get there, what they told them was, your country is known for fraud and criminality. You know, it is very painful that as a young man who hustles so much, who have a good name and has never had a dent image, but because of the passport you are carrying, the country rejects you because of what they know your country for. If you have the Nigerian passport, you can only travel to 27 countries. These countries are African countries. So that means even with your Nigerian passport, you can't travel to any of these European countries unless your visa has been approved. So even in Africa, we have 54 countries. Yet with the Nigerian passport, you can only travel to 27 of these 54 countries. What happened to the Nigerian passport? Should we throw it away? No. Let me tell you the reason. Why should a US citizen travel to over 185 countries? Why should a Canadian citizen travel to over 185 countries? Why should a UK citizen travel to over 190 countries and a Nigerian citizen can only travel to 27 countries? It is honestly painful. Nigeria in general as a country has been known for their criminality, fraudulent and corrupt attitude, and countries will not want to accept you into their country with such kind of bad image. Does Nigeria have good people? Yes. The good people in Nigeria are more than the bad people in Nigeria. But guess what? The bad name is always louder than the good name. We have corrupt politicians who embezzle money and are known for money laundering. They steal Nigerian money and go to other countries to invest. We've seen videos of Nigerians who went to Dubai, UK, and you hear a court clash. These things bring bad image to Nigeria. We've seen several crimes that Nigerians have committed, both in the US, in Canada, and in so many countries. These things keep bringing bad image to Nigeria. And by the time countries are seeing these things, are taking record of these things, the quality and the strength of your passport reduces. So it doesn't matter if you are a good person or you're a nice person. The moment any country sees this passport, the first thing that comes to their mind is the bad name your country has. Do you know that so many countries have placed Nigeria on visa ban? Recently, the UAE has placed Nigeria on visa ban because of the rise of crime that Nigerians are carrying in the UAE. So tell me, with all this bad name and those that had the opportunity to leave this country, instead of them to help the dying Nigeria, they still go go there to spoil Nigerian name, thereby jeopardizing the good people and the good citizen of Nigeria. So you see, most of you will go to the church to pray. The moment you apply for US visa, Canadian visa, and UK visa, you do 1 month fasting, 10 weeks fasting, and you pray to God, Father, let me go to this country. Help me so that this country will accept me. Yet a US citizen will only take money, buy a ticket, and come to your country without praying. Africans are very good at praying. They pray more than they use their sense. I've said this several times in my video. You pray more than you use your sense. That is why a US citizen will not pray to come to your country, but you keep praying to go to their country, because their country has a good name. Their economy is working, but your own country is always known for a bad name. So my advice to Nigerians, it is high time you stop praying and start working hard to put your country in a good light. Because a country with a good name does not need to pray to enter other countries. All you need to do is to what? Buy a ticket and travel to that country. Recently, you see how the Naira is devaluating on daily basis. A country without strong economy cannot have a strong passport. Just think about it before you throw your judgment. I can honestly tell you that Nigeria has entered the black book of so many countries. It is time we reduce the criminality and increase our dignity and our virtue and our integrity. Some of you have not left the four walls of your state. That is why you don't know the pain that so many Nigerians go through because of the bad name you attract to our passports. If it continues like this, you will pray from January to December and countries will still reject you. Give your country a good name.